very good morning, dear learners. So, I, Dr. Sayyida Yaman Hashmi, is once again with you from NIOS Studio, and today we are going to learn chapter 10 of English from secondary. So, let's begin today's journey. So, dear children, today we are going to learn noise, how it affects our lives. So, let's see. So, let us have the introduction. So, every morning we wake up to various sounds around us. If we lived in villages, we would wake up to sounds like chirping of birds or the mooing of cows. If we lived in towns, we would hear the chime of the clock or car horns as we awake. Which of these sounds are pleasant and melodious, and which are unpleasant and harsh? It's very clear. We know it. Anyways, so let us read this lesson and distinguish between the welcome and unwelcome sounds. So yes, so very important. So today what we are going to learn, dear children, after completing this lesson, you will be able to first discriminate between sound and noise, recognize avoidable and unavoidable noise, refrain from making avoidable noise, create a personal plan to reduce noise pollution, and identify and use some homophones appropriately. And the last, define and form compound words. And I would like to add one thing more. You will also learn that how a proper reading will make you understand the text better. So let's start. So let us read the text. This is the first part in your textbook. What is noise? Any unpleasant sound is noise. It's something we don't like. It's something that makes us cover our ears. The wail of a fire engine, a clap of thunder, the screech of a car tires, and when the brakes are put on suddenly. How much sound is too much? At what level does sound become noise? Well, today, sound can be measured scientifically. The level of sound is measured in decibels. A decibel meter is used to register sound. 0 decibel is equal to the faintest sound heard by the human ear. A decibel meter is a quiet bedroom may register around 35 decibels. In a classroom during a quiet period, it's not very noisy period, in a quiet period, it may register around 50 decibels. The level is comfortable on the ear. So, let us see. And a normal decibel level which we can bear is 45 to 75. So, in this part, we have learned the difference between sound and noise. So, all sounds are not unwelcomed. Okay? And the sound which we don't like or make us cover our ears is noise. And these days, we can identify what is noise and what is sound scientifically. And the unit to check this, to measure this, is decibel. Noise pollutes our environment just as much as smoke, foul water, dirty air, and litter. It can cause us illness and deafness. The human body never gets used to noise. It continues to react even though a person thinks he or she has become used to all the surrounding noises. For instance, Nasir, who lived in an apartment on a busy street, often boasted that he could sleep through any kind of noise. He claimed he just didn't hear it. Well, Nasir could sleep through the roar of traffic and the blare of television set in the next apartment, but he didn't know that while he slept, his body was reacting to the stress of the noise. So, what does it mean? That whether we feel like that noise is not disturbing us, we get disturbed by noise. And noise is a pollution, similarly, like your air pollution or water pollution, or litter means throwing trash on the roads or outside your house, not properly in the dustbins, and it causes illness and deafness. So noise pollution causes illness and deafness. And here you see instance word, a new word. Instance means for example. So for instance, the writer has given an example of a boy, Nasir, who lived in his apartment on a busy street among a lot of noise, and he claimed that the noise doesn't disturb him. But finally, he finds that yes, noise actually disturbs him. He was only unaware of it. A doctor in West Germany, after studying the effect of noise, concluded the sounds heard by persons when they are asleep can cause danger to their hearts and vessels. Maybe this was the reason why Nasir had headaches. Noise causes the blood vessels in the brain to expand. It brings on pain. Another doctor was researching the effect of loud music by talking to players in a rock band. One of them called out, "Speak up, doctor, we can't hear you." The doctor discovered all the players suffered from some hearing loss, and two of them were partly deaf. The noise level of the music they played ranged from 105 to 115 decibels, and they played for more than 11 hours every week. It is the length of time, often hours and hours of being exposed to the loud noise, that damages the sensitive part of the inner ear. So see how harmful the noise is. And this has been proved by the researches made by the doctors, made by the researchers, made by the scientists. And they find out that even if the people feel like that noise is not disturbing them, it does. It causes the blood vessels in the brain to expand, and that's the result. That's why it brings pain. Okay? And see, the example given here explained that the people in the rock band, they were habitual of listening to the high pace. Are you getting? They were not used to the normal pace of the sound. Why? Because they were almost deaf, partly deaf, just because of the loud music which they played from 10 to 11 hours every day. And because they were exposed to such noises, it has damaged the sensitive part of their inner ear. You will see in an image. I will show you in one of the slides. So you can see how much harmful this noise pollution is. It's really very dangerous. It is not less than your air pollution or water pollution. So what can we do? If you start thinking about the harmful effect of noise, you will become quieter yourself. There are many steps you can take to cut down noise. At school, for instance, instead of slamming books on desks, place them quietly. Instead of walking noisily through the halls, walk quietly. At home, use one mechanical device at a time. In other words, don't run the vacuum cleaner and the washing machine at the same time. Turn down stereos, radios, tape recorders, and television sets. And don't turn on more than one at the same time. Many cities have passed strong anti-noise regulations. Progress is being made towards a quieter world, but we want to get rid of the rattle, bang, and all the noises around us. We have to start being quiet ourselves. So this is very, very important. So see how nicely this lesson has developed. First, you were told about what is the difference between noise and sound. Okay? Then you were told what is the measurement of differentiating between noise and sound. Then you were informed that even if you feel like that you are habitual of listening to the noise and it doesn't disturb you, you are totally wrong, because it does. Only the thing is that you don't experience it, though you don't feel it. And now you have been explained the steps which you can take to reduce the noise pollution. These are the practical things which you can do. Just it is needed that you should be a little bit cautious about all your actions. Okay? So in your day-to-day life, like in a school slamming books on the decks, don't do it. Don't walk noisily. Okay? Don't put two machines which produce sound at the same time. Put all your things like stereos and the tape recorders and televisions on low volume instead of just making them blare. Okay? So many cities have passed anti-noise regulations and progress is being made towards the quieter world, but still this is not the responsibility of the government and the one who are in charges only. It is the responsibility of each and every citizen. Okay? So now let us come to the questions of the first part. Yes, so what is the difference between sound and noise? You know it. You know it. You have seen it there in the very first slide, that any unpleasant sound is noise. So the differentiation is pleasant and unpleasant. So this is the difference between noise and sound. List out 3 examples each of sound and noise. So you can do it better now. Okay? The sound is sound like bird chirping, then a slow light music being played, and many more. You can just think of many examples of sound. Then the noise, very clear, honking of the traffic on the roads. Then thunderclap, during the rainy season, thunderclap, that says, fine, I have given you 2 examples, but don't just go for the 3 examples, go for more. What is the unit of measuring sound called? We have already done it, decibels. What are the sounds that you find intolerable and why? This is a personal question. Like for me, playing of any radio or any song at the high volume is intolerable. Even I don't like people talking loudly. So it depends on you. Just find it out. Up to what level is sound tolerable to a human ear? 45 to 75 decibels. We have already done that. Okay. So now let us find out which statement is true and which is false. Every sound is noise to human ears? No. Every sound is noise is not noise to human ears because it depends on the pleasant and unpleasant sound. So this is false. The sound made by a fire engine is noise. Obviously, it is intolerable. Fire engine, it blares like anything, okay? Even of the ambulance also. But that is very much needed just to alert the people. So this is true. This option is true. Noise can be injurious to health. Yes, it causes illness. It causes deafness. Noise does not pollute the environment. No, it's false. Noise pollution we are talking about since the beginning of this class. Noise below 145 decibel is safe for every human being. No, it's wrong. 75. Fill in the blanks in the following sentences. So, here you have the options. The sound made during normal conversation measures 45 to 75 decibels. Beyond 140 decibel noise can be painful to hear, yes. So this means the noise below 145 is safe for human ear is wrong. So noise below 140 decibel in the E part of true and false, you see. So noise below 140 decibel is safe for every human ear. The screech of a car tire is very clear. You can make out unpleasant or jarring to the ears. The method of measuring sound is, yes, scientific. It is a scientific one. And the new unit for measuring is decibel. In order to protect ourselves against what? Against hearing loss or deafness, it is necessary to keep a check on noise. So I hope part 1 is clear to you all. So let's move ahead. So find out some words from the dictionary which have the same meaning as noise. So there may be many. Jarring, din, hub, roar, tumult, clamor, many. So you find some more words related to noise. Okay? Let's move to the next slide. Given below are some words and phrases. Write noise or sound against each as the case may be. Now I let you to decide which sound is noise and which sound is sound. Okay? Screech of tires. Do you like it? No, unpleasant. So it's noise. Soft music, yes, everybody like. It's sound. Ticking a clock, not always disturbing. So, sound. Beating of drum in a marriage procession, my God, it's too much noisy. Normal speech, no problem. Clap of thunder, I don't think that anybody like it. So, clap of thunder, noise. Sound made by a fire engine, we have just done it. It is very much disturbing. No, no way. Sound made by a fire engine is not pleasant. It is a noise. Okay. So now let me tell you, there are some words in English that sound the same but are spelt differently. Such words are called homophones, literally meaning same sound. Like tail, tail, male, male, meat, meat. Okay, so we are having some of the examples here and just make out that which words should come in this sentence. So, homophones means homo. Homo means same. Phones means sound. So, the spelling is a little bit different, but the sound is same. So, such words are known as homophones. Homo, same. Phones means sound. So, such words have same sound. So, let's see in the examples. We applied the and the car stopped. What should be here? Brakes or brakes? Yes, the second one. Brakes. Car brakes. Okay. Sumit danced with joy when he heard, first one, H-E-A-R-D, that he has got a job. The second herd means group of animals like herd of cow, herd of cattle. Okay. The window dish was made of unbreakable glass. So second option, panes. So window pane is the word, and the first panes means it is hurting, something which hurts. The dog chased the dash of sheep. So it is the first herd, H-E-R-D, because second herd means listening, hearing. So H-E-A-R-D, herd. H-E-R-D, herd will be here. The dog chased the herd of sheep, the first option. Herd of sheep. I told you, herd of sheep, herd of cow, herd of elephants. Don't keep the glass near the gate. It will break, second option, because first option is the brakes which we apply in the car and in any other vehicle. He has a sharp dash in his knee because of a fall. So obviously here it will be pain, P-A-I-N, because it's hurting. Second pain is used for window pane, P-A-N-E, that is, but now here it is going to be the first option, P-A-I-N. See the next example, next fill in the blank. I can't bear having cats in the house. Bear means tolerate, B-E-A-R, second option. I can't bear, tolerate having cats in the house. Everyone must have at least the bare necessity. Bare means the basic necessities of life. So you see the difference? Sound is same, but the meaning is different. I check my mail, M-A-I-L, mail, every day. The second male means a man. Okay? It's the gender, male and female. Okay? So we are done with the homophones, and I hope that these homophones are clear to you. Let's move ahead. Okay. Do you know, very important slide. So every exposure to loud sound or noise destroys some cells in our body. I want to repeat it once again. Every exposure to loud noise destroys some cells in our body. Oh my God, it's very dangerous. Noise pollution is a major threat to the quality of human lives. Yes, it is. The noise made by exploding crackers can cause permanent hearing loss. It's very difficult. And if nothing is done about noise pollution, now a great percentage of future generation will have damaged hearing. And the Supreme Court passed an order on July 18, 2005, banning noise from all sources of night and restricting noise in all public places during the day. So dear children, we take a break here. We will move to the second part after the break. Till then, wait.
करने राहों को नौकित करने जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने, जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो, संसाधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो,
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े, वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो,
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े, वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो,
मित्रों हम उठे और जागे,
मंजिल आने की ध्वनि सुने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने,
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने। का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता, फिर दुनिया में इसके केंद्र बहुत,
कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने, कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने,
Okay, so now let us come to the second part, okay, understanding the text. What is noise at a lower level? So we are going to find out what is noise means that noise could be at the lower level too. So what is that? Let's see. Do you know that a loud and unpleasant sound which we don't enjoy is called noise? Okay, so it has nothing to do with the degree. Fine. So any loud and unpleasant sound which we don't enjoy is called noise. The sound of thunder. Do you like? I don't think that anybody likes the sound of thunder. Fire engines? No way. Fire engines are also very, very much blaring, very much noisy. Screeching of tires are some examples of noise. So these are some of the examples of noise. So what does it mean? That every loud and any loud and unpleasant sound which we don't enjoy is called noise. So the level of sound can be measured scientifically in decibels. Sound is measured with an instrument called Decibel Meter. So something new you now know about sounds and decibels. So we know that sound is measured in decibel, but how? So there is an instrument called Decibel Meter. You can see the image, decibel scale. So the softest sound that we human can hear is at 0 decibel. So we usually speak in the range of 45 to 75 decibel, which is comfortable to our ears, and beyond that it is uncomfortable. And we have seen that human ear can tolerate sound under 140 decibel. Beyond that, it's going to be very much difficult for us. Like the human beings may be by the exposure to the loud sounds all the time, they may become partly deaf or completely deaf. So it's really very harmful. So what is noise? At the lower level, that we know it now, that any sound, any loud sound which is unpleasant to the ears is noise. So now, in text question 10.2, this part was little shorter. Write the 3 bad effects of noise. You know the bad effects of noise very well. Yes, like it causes headaches. Yes, when you are exposed to loud sounds, you experience headaches. It causes deafness. We have discussed it many times since the beginning of this lesson that noise may cause deafness. It causes danger to the heart and blood vessels. We have read it that it makes the cells expand. It also damages the cells of the body. So there are many bad effects of noise. Out of these, the 3 are: it causes headaches, it causes deafness, it causes danger to the heart and blood vessels. So next, was Nasir aware of the damage of the noise caused? How do you know? So Nasir, we have read in the first part, the example of Nasir, that who was not aware of the damage caused by the noise. He said that, he used to say that, okay, I can tolerate any sound, I can sleep soundly in any noise, it doesn't disturb me. But later it was found that yes, noise actually disturbed him. So Nasir was not aware of the damage caused by noise. We know this because he always boasted that he could sleep even when there was noise of traffic or television around him. Next, how did the noise affect Nasir? So how it affected Nasir? Because he had frequent headaches. Then, why did Nasir often have headaches? Yes, very simple. He often had headaches because he was exposed to noise even when he was sleeping. So all the time he was the exposure to the noise. What do you think Nasir should do to reduce his headaches? Obviously, he should shift to the quieter place, or may take some of the actions with which he can reduce the noise around him. For example, like he can do anything. Here are samples for you. Like if you are at the place of Nasir, you can use earplugs. You can request the neighbors to reduce the volume of the television or move to a quieter locality. Okay, so here it is written in the answer, individual responses means you also may come up with some of the examples or some of the suggestions for Nasir. Okay. Next question. Why do blood vessels in the brain expand? So blood vessels in the brain expand when we are exposed to noise. We have read it very much in the first part. Okay, let's move ahead. So let us learn new words from 10.2. So find words from the passage which mean the following. Complete loss of hearing. I think we all know it, very simple. Deafness. And you see this word many times in the text. Risk. Again, we all know. Danger. Pain in the head. Just now, in the previous slide, we had this word. Headache. Found. Discovered. Okay. Now let us come to the fill in the blanks, and we have options here. One should not boast about one riches, means talk loud about riches. Okay, to be proud of something. Okay, I am proud of being very rich. I am proud, like Nasir was boasting that he hardly had any effect, or he can sleep soundly even in the noise. But you see, he is under the impact of that noise. Okay, though he was not realizing it, but he was very much affected by the noises around him. Our blood vessels shrink in the winter and, very clear, expand in the summer. So here, if you even don't know the meaning of expand, you can understand by shrink. Shrink, opposite to shrink is expand. Okay. After a medical checkup, the school authorities discovered that most of the children had poor eyesight. Discovered means found. It is very much given at the top in the first question on the same slide. Whenever I go out in the hot sun, I get a headache. Talking about some of the problem. Clear? So let's move ahead. Yes, so do you know what? Noise pollution is health hazard for the sick. It is distraction to student, stress to children, disturbance to those resting, who are resting, discomfort to pets, disrespect for the community. Creating noises, violation of Honorable Supreme Court verdict, and it is punishable if loudspeakers are used without police permission between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. So during night it is prohibited to use the loudspeaker, punishable. Illegal in silence zones, punishable under the Environment Protection Act 1986 with imprisonment up to 5 years or a fine of rupees 1 lakh or both. So imagine, environment protection, why? Because it causes harm to the environment, and it is also offense under Delhi Police Act, and other equipments like DJs and other equipments are liable to be, means if you use these equipments, it is punishable offense. It is punishable offense. So see how much harmful this noise is, and we must stop ourselves, control ourselves in making disturbance, just creating problems for other, or just disturbing others if we are not. Right? So let's move ahead. Now let us come to the last part of this chapter. It is the length of time, quiet ourselves. Like the second, it is shorter. Is there no escape from the bad effect of noise? Think over it. Yes, there is escape. Let us read this passage and find out. We should realize the harmful effects of loud noise and think of the ways to bring down the noise level. We can observe silence and can avoid playing loud music. This we can do. So now let us come to the questions. How is the inner ear damaged? So, the inner ear is damaged when we are exposed for a long time to the loud music, not simply loud music, very loud music. What will happen if we ourselves start thinking about the noise? We would stop creating unnecessary noises. Yes, so realization is very, very important. Why does the author advise people not to slam or throw books on a desk but put them down gently? It is just to avoid unnecessary noise. Then list out the different gadgets you use at home. Which of these makes the most noise? How does its noise affect the members of your household? So, this question I am throwing towards you. So, think of it, make a list, because every home is different. Your house, everywhere, wherever you are living, you are having different noises. So, make a list of it and check how you can avoid unavoidable noises, or the noises which you can avoid, unpleasant noises. Now, let us come to the last questions of, or you can say, the terminal questions. What happens if somebody is exposed to loud noise for a long time? We have done this question many times. Yes, prolonged exposure to loud noise may create illness, deafness, or partly deafness forever. In what way can school children help reduce noise pollution? Two examples we have seen in the previous slide, that by we can stop slamming doors, or putting the books and notebooks with a sound on the table, or walk or run making noise, and many more. You can think over it. Do you know why we cover our eyes when there is too much of noise? Yes, because it is unpleasant. Because not only our ears but our eyes also, the full ears. Well, do you know why do we cover our ears when there is too much of noise? Because it is intolerable. It is not intolerable for every one of us. It is difficult for everyone else to bear the loud noise. It is intolerable. Okay? And not only our ears but our full body gets affected with the loud noise. Can you guess how much the sound of thunder would measure in terms of decibels? Now, I give this question to you. Find it out. Okay? List out noises that you find intolerable and give suggestions to reduce them. So, yes, every individual will make the list of these noises. Like the previous question, this also you are going to think of. Just make a list of all the intolerable noises, sounds, and think over the solutions, how you can reduce them. This Diwali, what is the best gift what is the best gift you can present yourself and to others to lead a healthy life? I think I need not to say, you know it very well, that what is going to be the best gift this Diwali to your loving ones. Thank you. Now, look at some more compound words. First of all, understand what is compound. Compound means added, two words together. So, here is an example. Blacklist, black box, clean shaven, flower pot. You see that these examples, two words are put together like blacklist, black box, clean shaven, flower pot. Some of the words you see they are written together, like blacklist you see no gap, but there is a gap between, and blacklist and flower pot there is no gap. Both the words are written together. In black box you see a gap, there is a space. In clean shaven you see a hyphen. So these are the compound words. What are compound words? When two words are put together to make a different word. Okay. So, it behaves like any other noun. Okay. It can have plural and can take an adjective as well. Like a red flower pot is not a pot for growing red flowers, but a flower pot which is red in color. Okay. So, see here. So, blacklist, if you write these two words black list, the meaning is different, but when you put these two words together blacklist, the meaning is different. Black box, if you write black box, the meaning is different. It means a small machine, but when you put these words together, it is a different word. Clean shaven, yes, means a man who does not have a beard. But if you put these words differently, like clean shaven, different meaning. Okay. So, in some cases the meaning of compound word is not very different from the combined meaning of their parts. Example, washing machine is a machine used for washing. An armchair is a chair which has support for the arms. Therefore, it has to do with arms as well as chairs. So, compound words come in three forms. I have already told you. The first is closed, two parts written without a space between them. Afternoon, pickpocket, okay. Flower pot, open, two parts written with a space between them, like fancy space dress, mother space tongue. Hyphenated, like two parts with a hyphen between them, man hyphen eater, baby hyphen sitter. Okay. So, here is a matching question in front of you, where you have two words, column A and column B. You have two columns, and in both the columns there are words. So, you have to, number one, you have to find out the right pair, like identity card, time, yes, timetable, eyes, very simple, cream, earth, earth. So, find it out. Okay. So, let us do first of all earthquake, complete it, dry, dry, clean, and many more. So, you are going to find the right pair from column A to column B, but at the same time just refer to the dictionary and find out which of these are closed, open and hyphenated compound words. Okay. So, like this here, see closed, open and hyphenated. So, you see the closed, so find out which one is closed, second is open, find out which is open, and third find out which is hyphenated. See the example here. So, identity card, what kind of compound word it is? Open, closed or hyphenated. Time, timetable. So, what kind of compound word it is? So, this is your homework to find out. Now, let us learn new words 10.3. Find words from the passage which are opposite in meaning to the following. So, outer, opposite means antonyms, very simple. So, outer, inner, harmless, harmful, noisier, quieter. Okay. Now, let us move to the compound words. So, you see some more: vacuum cleaner, vacuum plus cleaner, washing machine, tape recorder and dishwasher. So, you see all three types of compounds here: vacuum space cleaner, okay, open, it is open compound word, washing machine open compound word, tape recorder hyphenated, it is hyphenated, tape hyphen recorder, dishwasher it is closed. Dishwasher, same, together. Both the words are together. So, what have you learned today? So, let's sign it out. What we have learned? Yes, we have learned a lot. We have learned a lot about sound. We have learned a lot about noise. We have learned about the device to measure noise, or we have also learned what is the unit to measure noise. We have also learned which sound is pleasant, which is unpleasant, and how we can control noise pollution. We also learned the rules and regulations related to noise pollution. Right? So, let's see what we have learned. So, in this lesson, you have learnt about noise pollution and its effects. Over a period of time, pollution has had its effects on land, water and air. But of late, noise pollution has become a big problem. Yes, noise pollution these days is a big problem because people hardly realize that blaring sounds are difficult for everyone. There are people who are sick. There are people who are suffering from migraines. There are people who are having their exams. Many things. And already there is a lot of noise all around. Okay? So, there are some of the noises which we can control, and some we cannot. So, we use loudspeakers to celebrate festivals and for functions, blare cars, horns and birds crackers, but do we realize how much harm it causes? So, yes, think over it and avoid the noises which you can avoid. Now, it's the time for you to share what you have learned with your near and dears and also with your friends. So, thank you. Disclaimer, this PowerPoint is created for learning and not for commercial purpose. All the pictures which I have used in this PowerPoint were downloaded from internet, and I have given due credit to all the pictures. So, see you next time. Till then, bye. Thank you.